Let me paint you a picture. Two people, same age, same job, same starting point. One of them is 45 years old, stressed every single morning, checking their bank account before they even get out of bed, wondering if this month is going to be the month everything falls apart. The other one is 45 years old, sleeping in, no alarm, coffee in hand, completely unbothered by money because their investments are doing the work for them while they literally do nothing. Same starting point, completely different lives. And the only difference between those two people isn't talent. It isn't luck. It isn't who their parents were or what school they went to. It's what they did with their money at every single level of their net worth journey. And that's exactly what this video is about. I'm going to walk you through every major level of net worth, starting from zero, all the way up to $1 million and beyond. And I'm going to show you exactly what life looks and feels like at each stage, what changes, what doesn't, what most people get wrong, and what the people who actually make it do different. Because here's the thing, nobody tells you. Building wealth isn't just about math, it's about behavior. And your behavior at each level determines whether you ever make it to the next one. So let's start at the very bottom. Most people don't even realize that their financial journey starts in a hole. Not at zero, in a hole. If you have student loans, car payments, credit card debt, or any kind of debt that outweighs what you own, your net worth is negative. And according to the Federal Reserve, a significant chunk of Americans under 35 are in exactly this position right now. And here's what life feels like at this level. Every single dollar you earn feels like it's already spoken for before it even hits your account. Rent, car, minimum payments, subscriptions you forgot about, groceries, and by the time all of that is handled, there's either nothing left or close to nothing. And the trap that most people fall into at this level, and I mean most people, not some people, is that they treat this feeling as normal. They look around at their friends, their coworkers, their family, and everyone seems to be in the same situation, so they just accept it. They tell themselves they'll figure it out later, when they get a raise, when things calm down, when life gets easier. But here's what nobody tells you at this level. Later is where broke becomes permanent. The people who escape negative net worth quickly are the ones who treat it like an emergency. Not a minor inconvenience, an emergency. They stop pretending the minimum payment is a strategy. They stop upgrading their lifestyle every time their income goes up slightly. And they get aggressive about eliminating the debt that's actively destroying their future. Because every dollar of high interest debt you carry isn't just costing you that dollar. It's costing you everything that dollar could have become if it was invested instead. And over 20 or 30 years, that number is not small. The mindset shift at this level is brutal, but simple. You have to stop acting like someone with money before you actually have money. Okay, so now you've cleared the debt, or maybe you never had much to begin with, and you're sitting somewhere between $0 and $10,000 in net worth. This level feels exciting at first, and then it feels incredibly discouraging, because when you start looking at what $10,000 actually does when you invest it, the numbers feel almost insulting. $10,000 invested in a broad market index fund, earning the historical average return of around 10% per year, grows by about $1,000 in year one. $1,000. You saved and sacrificed and budgeted, and that's what you got back. And this is the level where most people quit, not because they failed, because the results don't match the effort yet, and it feels pointless. But here's what the people who eventually become wealthy understand that everyone else doesn't. The point of this level isn't the returns. The point of this level is building the habit, the discipline, the identity of being someone who invests. Because the number one predictor of whether someone ends up with real wealth at 45 or 50 isn't how much money they make. It's whether they built the habit of consistent investing before life got complicated, before kids, before mortgages, before all the reasons to put it off started stacking up. The people who make it through this level are the ones who automate everything. They set up an automatic investment every single payday before they can even think about spending that money. They treat their investment contribution like a bill, non-negotiable, fixed, already gone before they see it. And they stop checking their account balance every week, hoping to feel something. Because at this level, the feeling doesn't come from the balance, it comes from the habit. This is the level most people are stuck at. And I mean stuck, not passing through, stuck. Because somewhere between $10,000 and $50,000, life starts happening. And life is expensive. This is usually the stage where people are in their mid to late 20s, maybe early 30s. The car needs work. The relationship gets serious and weddings cost money. The apartment isn't cutting it anymore and now you're thinking about a down payment on a house. And all of these things are real and they're valid and none of them are going away. And the pull to pause investing, just temporarily, just until things stabilize, is absolutely overwhelming at this stage. But here's the data that most people never see. The difference in final wealth between someone who invests consistently through their late 20s versus someone who pauses for even 3 or 4 years is not small. We're talking hundreds of thousands of dollars at retirement, sometimes more, because the years you're pausing aren't just costing you the contributions you missed. They're costing you the compounding on those contributions for the next 30 years. The people who push through